Today on Tia, Nikki, and Merida, Merida versus the USA, tackling self-worth, and our Black Utopia interview. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Woo, 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 woo. It's going to be a quick one today, and I'm going to get right to it. You know how I do, y'all. I don't waste no time. So, the first thing is Merida versus the USA with a $, honey. Let me tell you something. And I want to make sure y'all hear me good and clear. I'm going to go ahead and take this off so I can hold it. So y'all will know it's for real. It's for real. I will tell you that when I came down here, I discovered so many things that were accessible that were not accessible to me in the States. So let's talk about it. Merida versus the US. So, y'all know I talk about groups a lot. And join these groups. This is a warning, a heed to the listening ears. Be careful with your pockets. See, this is why I said don't make the mistake that I made. Y'all know I got my trusty notes. I got my notes. Don't make the mistake I made. I jumped off the edge because I was so excited to have friends. Y'all know I talk about, that I did not have, I have more friends here than I did in the States. And so I joined groups. I went out, taking moms out. Mom is good too. Thank y'all for asking about her. She's doing great. And we will be hitting the town. We going to all the restaurants. They have a restaurant here that is wonderful called Roseanne Chocolate. I highly recommend it. It is a upscale restaurant. They serving duck. They serving octopus. Beautifully plated. You know what I mean? Small amounts. That's how you know when they don't bring the brontosaurus burger. And they put the burger on like a leaf of bedded lettuce. And I love it. They have great coffee too. The atmosphere is great. And they also have live jazz, so check it out there. However, watch your pockets. Because you think $25 for duck, 3-course meal, that's great. You take another person, that's $50. Excellent price, especially comparatively speaking to the States, right? But baby, you do that 50, 10 times, y'all know math. And it will add up. So, Cortez has a video about the allure of Merida because things open up here that you did not plan for, which he talks about also, financially plan for. And even though your rent may be cheaper, you have more money available, right? So you end up spending more money on other things. And so you never really save money. You're just placing it in another area of your life. And you got a lot going out just like in the States. You're spending as much as you do in the States, just not on rent. The $1,500 don't go to the rent. The $600 goes to the rent, but then you got $700-800 going to the bar, the club, the eating out. I'm gonna tell you another thing. Be careful about personal pleasures as well. I want to reiterate about the groups. Just when you go out, watch your funds, watch your pocket, and I went when I first came because I was, finding my tribe, finding, like-minded people. And then it's so exciting when you get here and you see all of us and how active we are. Merida is very active. I got a heart-to-heart coming up. And on that heart-to-heart, we're going to talk about isolation, which is very prominent in the States, right? Along with quite a few other traumas and monetary issues. So we're going to get in that to the heart-to-heart. But I'm saying that to say this. Watch your pockets here because you have a freedom and you have accessibility to things that you do not in the States because you can actually afford it. You can afford the housekeeper. You can afford to eat out every day. You can actually afford it, right? But the whole goal is to come here to cut costs and to live comfortably. Now, I have friends that order from a place to have weekly specials, which I highly recommend, especially for my senior people watching, also for my younger people who have a family and have children to take care of, right? So get with a place. They have a wonderful vegan restaurant, which I will get the name of and put it in the description, where they do weekly discounted meals. And I have a girlfriend, hey Kara, and she orders every day, and they bring it every day. But you find out that you also spend less on ordering out opposed to going to the market, right? So US versus Merida, the prices are already substantially lower here. I mean, I bought a pack of ground beef for like $2.50 a pound. A nice amount, where I know the states, y'all, they have ridiculous. I've seen things on TikTok that are just absolutely $165 for a roast, depending on where you live in the states, east to west, north to south. So I'm aware of the prices in the states, and here is like a walk in the park, comparatively speaking. So, but you still gotta watch it, because the little bitty drips make big buckets. They do. So don't make the mistake I made, which was jumping off the edge. But I'm good. I caught myself before the fall, and that's why I can tell you all, to watch your pockets and manage your money, manage your finances, because everybody's situation is different. Some people are coming here on a retired income, and it's limited. Other people are still working and on nomads and working abroad and get that weekly check where they can put their money back. So for my retirees that are on that fixed income, for people who are living on savings until they can get settled and then start working, an interim plan, just watch them pockets. Plan your money. Enjoy yourself. Just understand that the accessibility to the housekeeper, like Cortez said, they'll bring you one Coke and you'll end up ordering Rappi a lot. Rappi will bring you money and you'll get the money right back to Rappi. Uber Eats, they will bring you anything. They will bring you toilet paper, paper towels. I had the party here, I ordered a deck of cards, and they bought them. So be careful of that. Also, when you order like Amazon, there are import taxes. So even though the item may be like a price that's affordable, you'll pay $7 to $10 in import taxes. So keep that in mind too. So these are little hidden fees and hidden costs that you don't even think about when you do your plan to move abroad, whether it be here or anywhere, right? So just be money mindful. Keep account of your record of your books. Cook at home. Or make a commitment to do either or. I'm not cooking at home. Y'all know, I don't know if some of you all know, I have a lady that lives down the street. She has a little cocina kitchen, and she gives, we order from her at least twice a week. However, the meals are $4.50 for a whole plate, like chicken, sides, everything, beans, salad, pasta, or rice. And I get that from my mother and I, and we actually spend under $10. We do that twice a week. So it's like $20. And it's so much cheaper than going to the market. Comparatively speaking, that's my word for today, I guess, comparatively, right? Because we're comparing the USA prices to Merida and the hidden fees that you just don't think about. So I like that she's on vacation for the holidays, but it helps me manage my day, and I don't have to cook every day, and my mom still gets to eat because she doesn't cook. She's older than age, so we make sure we take care of moms. And usually it's also enough for her to spread over 2 days. I've also asked her to send me like platters instead of plates, and 250 pesos, 300 pesos, $15 American US, and we're eating for like the week, 4 days, and then we'll just have the remaining days to either cook or order out. Rappi has coupons where they give you 60% off meals. You could order $300 or 300 pesos worth of food, and they'll give you 50% off. So I'm telling y'all, they got deals here that's hard to pass up. I'm a victim of it. I am. I enjoy ordering stuff. I enjoy not having to leave, go to the bank, get money. I enjoy if I need a bag of chips, if I need some toilet paper, y'all. It's things that we just don't have access to in the States. And it'll spoil you. I'm spoiled, y'all. It's bad. And I got to pull them reins in because I got to watch my income and outcome or outgoings of the monies. So I had to tell you all that. That's just, I'm sharing my journey, and this is something that has been quite significant in my lessons here of what to do and what not to do. And I told you, I'm going to tell you both. I'm going to tell you what to do, and I'm going to tell you what not to do. Not tell you what to do, just show you what I've been through where I'm like, I'm not doing that. And hopefully you'll learn from my experience, and you can choose how to balance out your money and your life. So let's move on to, and then another hidden fee if you have a house and you need yard maintenance. So you have gardeners like, I have a great landlord. She's wonderful, and most of my things are included except the servicing of the AC if I should have any problems, and the yard. And I have a front yard and a backyard. So that's 500 pesos every 3 weeks, which isn't bad. That's only $25. However, was that in my budget? No. Does it accumulate over time? Yes. So another hidden fee. And I'll share them as I discover them. However, that's one that I have noticed. Renting a car, another hidden fee. I did it the other day. See, this is the thing. You can rent the car for $40, y'all. That includes, the car rental is $25. With insurance, it's about $40, right? You're like, $40? That's under $50. And it don't have to be a weekend. Enterprise and them had that weekend special. It's not like that here. This is every day, all day, and it doesn't depend on the size of the vehicle. In the U.S., from standard to sedan to SUV is all different prices. Well, here SUV, if you can find one, you have to go to like an Enterprise or something. It would be of cost. But just to get a normal standard size or medium size car rental, $40. Some places charge a deposit, some places don't. The girl I got, she doesn't charge a deposit. So it's like $40. And I can get the car, take Mama J around, take her to the store, we can go out to eat, we can go bounce to and fro without having to catch the Uber. And then I figure Uber, even though it's cheap, it may be $5 here, $5 there, $5. But once I add that up, that's $25. For an extra $15, I can have the car, have it overnight, go to the beach if I want to. You know what I'm saying? So it'll spoil you. You're like, $40, let me get it for another day. Then you're like, let me get it for one more day. Why don't you how much is it for a week? And that's another hidden cost because you intend on having it for a day and you end up having it for 2 or 3 days. Because for 2 or 3 days, I can do 80, $100, $100 and something bucks. So another thing to keep in mind. Okay, now, I want to shift for a minute and just let you all know that I'm excited because I'm going to be on an interview with Rick and Halisi over at Our Black Utopia. Our Black Utopia. So go there, subscribe to their channel. There is a reminder for the live. This will be a live session, a live interview with them on Sunday, December the 4th at 2:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Right now, they are out in Portugal, honey. We are everywhere, and I have noticed an influx of passport people acquiring it before they make that move. They are getting in line the things that they need to actually achieve it. So look for me on the interview. I'm super excited because it'll be more of insight. I'll be off of this side of the camera and on the other side, like I was with Cortez, and so many things have evolved since then. So many things have transpired since then. And then we can go back to, my homeless situation and how, America's good for telling you to pull yourself up by the bootstraps, but we all know, and I'm talking to you and you talking to me, and we know we ain't got no boots and we ain't got no straps. They don't equip us. They give, spoons and all of that to other people. So it is always 99% of the time a struggle for us to make a comeback from things that can be devastating in our lives. And like I said before, some people never make it. So I'll share my story there with Halisi and Rick, and I'm so looking forward to it. And that brings me into our next topic, which is self-worth. And getting into it, I wanted to impart on you guys that I know there is an issue, and this is in my course. It's the very first module. I did a video about it. If you didn't see it, go back and look at it. Because it starts there in the root of your root chakra to get your mind right, to know that you are absolutely and completely worthy of anything that you want. And in particularly taking this leap of faith to move abroad and then blossom as you will when that happens. And it's so hard to see it when you're on this side. And it's so easy, you may think, for somebody to say they've already done it. So I'm here to tell you that I've been on your side, and I really had to take account of what I was really worthy of. And I was like, I'm worth more than living in a country that is so violent when I know that does not reflect my inner being. That is not who I am as a person. I'm, peaceful. So I want an environment that's peaceful. And when you have these type of things going on inside of you, sensitivity, a lot of us are very sensitive. We tend to isolate. We isolate, we cut off, we detach from family or anything because we're triggered. And a lot of us are suffering from mental illnesses, emotional dis-ease, as I was. I talk about all the time with the PTSD. I suffered. I had triggers. And what happened was not only was I suffering in silence, which I know a lot of you all are doing, suffering in behavior, acting out, I was really hurting the people around me that I love because I wasn't really understanding that my environment was something that I didn't have to subject myself to. See, the states have a tendency to make you think that this is the only place you can be, and that nowhere else is as good as there, and that it's the best, and that, everywhere else is third world or second class. And I'm here to tell you that that is not the truth. My very first video with Cortez, the thing that dawned on me the most was I've been lied to. And this ain't no little baby white pretty fairy lie. This is deep-rooted lies, okay? And it's a fact, right? So I wanted to impart on you that you do have an option, and you're worthy of that option. And take advantage of that option. Plan for that option. Take action on the option. Even if it's just a mental, it's a seed. Once you start the thought, then the manifestation comes after that, as long as you're active and water that seed, right? So you are worthy for whatever you want. You do not have to be subjugated to the environment that you're in. It was killing me, y'all. The food was killing me. The violence, the disconnect, the isolation, the working, the monetization, the traumatization, it was just too much for me. I often wonder how people survive in it, but I think that's exactly what it is. You just survive in it. You never live. You never fully, I'm getting emotional. You never fully live. You're always in a fight or flight, and it's always stress, and it's traumatic stress. It's not picking out an outfit to wear to the club tonight stress. You know what I mean? It's like real life and death stress, to where your organs in your body are suffering and failing if you get to a certain, point in life. And then it's so layered. If it were just the violence, you move to the country away from it. But, I often think about vegans and how well they try to eat. And then the fruits and vegetables are GMO. So then what point is it of being a vegan if I'm still ingesting toxicity? So these were a lot of the things that I thought about when I said, I got to get out of here, because I came to the realization that things are not going to change. The power is in the people, but the people don't know they have the power. And I don't know how long that's going to take. And it might be generations after me. Honestly, y'all, it might be generations after us that actually break the cycle, that actually, say enough is enough, and just stop feeding the system. If you stop feeding the beast will eventually deteriorate. So to avoid my own deterioration, okay, I decided that this was the most healthy choice for me. Did I do a 10-year plan? No, I did a right now today plan because I know that's all that I have. Did I do a 5-year plan? Absolutely. But I also know we make plans and God laughs, right? So many things happen that we did not even take into consideration. That is life, right? So the best thing that I did for me was make a choice to at least, at the minimum, get myself into a more productive, a healthier environment. The food is very important to me. What I ingest, not only physically, but what my eyes see, what my ears hear, and what my mind thinks. And being in the U.S., it was repetitive thoughts of negative thinking. Even in pushing against the wind, pushing against the current, where I decided, maybe I try this because this seems to go with the current. I will tell you, I've been here 5 months and I've been in the current. I haven't had many at all triggers, 1 or 2, that were related to the U.S. I had to call the U.S. and immediately anxiety because they're going to put me on hold with that music, y'all. And y'all know the song I'm talking about. Y'all know the song. It's 2 of them. Both of them horrible. And then it's Christmas time, so they put the Christmas time music on. And they play it over and over, and sometimes you get disconnected, and then they want to transfer you. And I worked in customer service at Amazon for a long time, and warm transfers are what I would do so people wouldn't have to repeat the whole thing, but that is not a standard. So you end up having to talk to several people that get help on the same issue, and you get exhausted. By the time you hang up, you stressed out, and you holler at your kid or your husband or your wife or your mama or whoever because of the level of the stress that you're experiencing, just going through everyday things, trying to give them some money. You trying to give them some money. You trying to pay a bill. And that triggered me, and it really wiped me out. I took a break, got myself together, called back, got the business done. However, it was definitely an anxiety trigger. I felt it, and it reminded me of every reason I left. Because me, Tia Nikki, is not built for the level of violence. Here we don't have American TV, so I don't look at it. I'm not connected to it. However, social media shows me the still the mass shootings, still the kids getting shot. It's like it hasn't missed a beat since I left. It's just the same, and it's just amazing to me from this side that people in the States are suffering so, and I don't like it. So I'm the bridge, Underground Railroad. So when you're ready, we are here, and you are worthy. When you're ready, we're here, and you are worthy. And there has definitely been an influx of us since I've been here. It really has been, and it's so welcoming. I went to the gas station the other day where I had the car. The guy said, y hablo español. You know me, muy poquito. He said, I speak English. I said, you do? We had a conversation. And he said, you live here? I said, yes, I do. He said, forever? I said, forever, ever. Mexico. And he said, bienvenidos, welcome. Welcome to Mexico. And that is the exact opposite of the experience of immigrants. And for us, it's different when you become an immigrant. Baby, it's different when you become an immigrant, when you become a foreigner. You're on this side now, see? And in the States, is learn the language, go back to where you came from. And it hurts my heart because what if these people treated me like that? You feel me? And they don't. And I am grateful. I'm grateful that I'm in a place where I'm accepted for all that I am. I told you the man walking down the street, Reina. I'm like, what does that Cortez say? That mean queen. In the States, I'm called everything except that. I'm a B, I'm a H, I'm a S, I'm all that. But here, I'm none of that. I'm queen. So it validates my self-worth. It validates what I knew inside. Inside I am that, but the states suppress you and they keep you here and they keep you focused. They distract you and keep you focused on this media, propaganda, bad relationships, because everybody is suffering in some level of their life. It's so many things that are unspoken, and people are suffering mentally and emotionally. And you need some healing. Because see, we're in Mexico with the Mayans and the Aztecs and the shamans, right? And the temples. And there is a healing vortex of energy here. I'm here to tell you. And most people that I've talked to agree. There is a healing vortex of energy here. And it will take you, baby, and it'll wrap you in it. And you'll feel something you never felt before. Believe me when I tell you. Believe me when I tell you. Hear me now and believe me later. And then another thing that will support your healing is that you're among a group of people with a like mind and a like journey. So there is an instant connection that you have regardless of age, status, where you came from. As I said before, the one thing we all have in common, we're all starting again. And we're starting from a point and a place of peace and healing. And it allows you to open up that heart. Open up that heart chakra for those who know what I'm talking about. And let that love in, because in the States, we shield ourselves. We protect ourselves, especially as a female. And I know the men suffer too. Men, you have a physical exterior that you got a little bit of a buffer there. But for women, we are vulnerable. We're vulnerable in the States, and, we are almost to the point where we need men to protect us from other men. And I appreciate the men that have stepped up and done that. And here I can go out at midnight and I'm safe. My mom could go somewhere, she's safe. So safety has been huge for me here, and that goes beyond physical safety. There is an emotional safety net, a mental safety net that I appreciate, and it's completely different from the States. And not having to deal with the isms, the racisms, the colorisms, and all, that is not in your everyday life, is a freedom that is unexplainable. It really is. It's unexplainable. Because you're actually free inside. They talk about the freedom in the States, but this is, in comparison, comparatively speaking, that ain't freedom. That ain't freedom. However, this is. Now, you'll have to trade some things, and everybody's different. You may experience some things here that you don't experience in the States and vice versa. However, my experiences has been well worth the risk, well worth the leap of faith. And if I had to do it all over again, I absolutely would at the 5-month mark. So you are worthy. Take your time. Take the course. I have an exercise on there that will take you through a self-worth, a practice that you will perform every day to work on yourself and what you deserve. And always do affirmations and meditations. And the channel is coming up probably next week where I'm going to do those for you, and you can sleep and listen to them, and they will richly enhance your life. So, you are worthy. Okay, so we talked about the being on the show. And the last thing, because we're quick today, the last thing is that my blog is on my website. So go to tianikki.com. I put a lot of useful information in there and kind of get more into things between our videos to keep you inspired, you know what I mean? And keep your mind focused on the goal. And I know, like I said, some of you all are coming next week, week after years, but I know you're on this. Once you made the decision, you are now on this personal journey and evolution. And you're turning your revolution into an evolution. So that's what the blog is for. That's what the shorts are for. And I'll continue to post those to just keep you on point. So I think that's it for today, kiddos and kiddettes. As always, if you have any questions, email me at tianikki@merida. No, where am I? Yeah, Tia, Nikki, and Merida Gmail. Absolutely. And sign up for the email newsletter. So if you go on my site, and you should be seeing that now, you just sign up and click show me the way, and you'll be added to my email list. And I'll send you a copy of the blog, any type of information. Sometimes I send an audio. Sometimes I'll send you a video that's not on YouTube or, or anywhere else. It's just in that blog. So check the site. Call for a consultation. If you have any questions, book a consultation on the website. Get in. I'll get you done. I'll get you in right away so we can chit chat and talk about all the questions you have. Now, some people have emailed me with 1,000 questions. I want you to know that you need a consultation for that. Nikki can't sit up and answer 1,000 questions on email. We got to talk. We can talk it out, and things that may come to your mind, you can ask me in that instance. And also, you get a week after we talk if anything comes up. So if you know you're coming this way, get the consultation. Also, take the course. If you know this is something that you plan on doing long term, invest in yourself because you are worthy. And I don't just say mine, take other courses as well. Look at other YouTube videos, to expand your horizon and get different perspectives from different YouTubers and vloggers or bloggers. And that'll expand your mind too and keep you interested. And also in different places, because you all know I did the groups and I did them all over the world. And I will keep that information coming to you. I've been able to connect with people in Costa Rica and Panama, Colombia, and Portugal. And it's just amazing. I just personally think we all need to leave. And that's just point blank. That's the only way it's going to work. And I'm here to tell you, you have an option and you are worthy. So with that, I wanted to also say I hope you enjoyed your holidays. Tia Nikki don't celebrate the annihilation of any genocide of any culture or people or group of people. However, I do celebrate the coming together of family and friends to express the love that we have for one another. So I hope you enjoyed your Friendsgiving or your Giving Thanks Day, and you had good food. We had Jamaican food. It was delicious, and we had a good time, and I hope y'all had a good time. So the next one will probably be a heart-to-heart. We're going to dig into that isolation and how to handle that. And for all you all suffering in silence, you have a voice, you have a vision, and you have a dream. So don't be afraid to live it aloud. And you have support. We are here. So till next time, peace. Hey guys, I'm super excited. Catch me for an interview, man. My first live interview. I am going to be featured on Our Black Utopia. And I am super excited to share my story. So watch it live, guys. Tune in Sunday, December 4th at 2:30 Central Standard Time. The link is always in the description. And a huge thank you to Our Black Utopia for my upcoming interview and also for all the wonderful work that they do.